Welcome viewers. This is the Treasures of Life show and my name is Jonas Simba. Coming to you live and direct from Science TV, your inclusion platform right here off Ridgeways Road, Nairobi, Kenya. Just in case you're watching me from Kenya, karibu sana. If you're watching from far and beyond, welcome. Science TV is your inclusion platform and Treasures of Life show is your home of energy. My sign language interpreter today is Irene Chebiwot. I have a topic for you, but before I give you the name of the topic, let me give you the number that you can share with me on 011980384. 011980384. That is the number you can share with me on. If you can, write the word treasures and then give your comment. You can also go to YouTube, Science TV, check the past shows there. A lot of energy in store for you. I'm talking about planning to unwind today. We are in the last quarter of 2025. Time is of essence. Time is of essence. Look at how time flies. We are already winding up the year 2025. And in this last quarter, kindly, as you plan for winding up the year, I encourage you to plan to unwind. You see, at the Treasures of Life show, we share energy. And one thing that I'm encouraging you on is that there is nothing that gives you back energy like letting it go. Unwind. Through the journey of life of 2025, you may have gone through some things. Take, for instance, you may have experienced a death of a loved one. Yes? In Kenya, we have lost one Raila Amolo Odinga. Yeah, my condolences to his family and to his friends and to the whole nation at large. My condolences. You may have lost a loved one through the year 2025, quite a heavy issue to deal with. But as you come to this year, as you wind up the year, let it go. There is a new chapter in store for you. As the year is winding up, also unwind. As the year is coming to an end, take stock of your life. And if there was a loss of any kind, for you to regain energy and to move on, you have to let it go. That is a form of unwinding. I don't know what has hurt you through the process of the year. You may have been wounded. You may have gone through some kind of loss, not just a death. Maybe you lost something that is so precious to you. You may have lost a relationship in the year 2025. Yeah, you may have encountered something that is heavy. You may have lost money. You may have lost a business. Probably you may have, experienced something that was too heavy for you. For you to regain energy again, you need to unwind. You need to let it go. As you're looking at the end of this year, you are looking at an opportunity. The end of this year is an opportunity for you. It's not a death sentence. It's not a prison sentence. It doesn't matter whether you don't have a job, whether you have a job. The end of the year is an opportunity. Whenever you're alive to finish a year, remember it's an opportunity for you. It is not a prison sentence. Yeah, so even the poor have a right to be happy. Did you know that? Even when you've lost everything, what you have left is what you will use to unwind in this year. I'm opening up a season for you. I'm bringing you to a new place, a new level. I'm bringing you to that place of, celebrating. It is good for you to look up to the end of the year with anticipation. You never know. As long as there is a breath for you, who knows? That is a jackpot. As long as you're alive and breathing, you may just hit $1 million. Come on, somebody. You may just hit some kind of $1 million. Who knows? And remember, you may be missing a bed, but you have some sleep. Yeah. You may be missing a house, but you have a home. You have a family. You may be missing what you think you miss so much. Don't go for what you don't have. Go for what you have left. Don't go for what you have lost in the year. Go for what you have left. Yes, that is what you preserve. Manage it for it to yield more to you. Plan to unwind by letting it go. In the course of this year, you may have made enemies. Many people may not be picking your phone calls. Let it go. They don't have to pick it. Let it go. As you come to the end of the year, there is opportunity for you to make new associations. There is opportunity for new people to pick your phone calls. There is opportunity for new friendships. That is what you do to your mind. It is what is between your ears now that will rescue you. Too much knowledge without using the knowledge will not do you good. Do you have some knowledge? Do you have something in your mind right now? The idea now is to use it. You know, I had somebody say that wisdom is the application of knowledge. I say it differently. Wisdom is the ability to solve problems, you know. As you wind up the year, you may have gone hungry at some point. And hunger is not just the hunger of the tummy. You may have hungered in many areas of your life. You may have been feeling like you need to be satisfied. You are hungry. You're feeling thirsty. You're not meeting up. But this is what I say to you. In unwinding, there is opportunity for you to be satisfied again. In that place where you feel like you're missing it, yeah, you are able to get what you so desire again. What is it that you desire? That which you so desire, that which you are so, ambitious of, you can get it. Yeah, there is an opportunity right in front of you. This season, don't lose it. Time is precious. Don't lose this season. Look at it this way. A whole season of celebration is opening up. It is not just for them. It is for you too. There is a whole season of celebration. Have you thought of a holiday with or without funds? You can think of a holiday, a place where you can go and unwind. You can take a travel, you can take a journey to some place, yes, and, just let it go, just unwind, yes. As the year comes to a close, a holiday is there for you. You also deserve it. You deserve some unwinding. You deserve some coming together with your friends, some coming together with your associations, the people that value you. You can sit on a round table. Yes, time is here again. Take your, get your voice back. You may have gone through difficult time, but it is time for you to bring back your voice again. It is time for you to perfume again. Bring the scent on you again. Bring that scent into the air. It is time for you to color again. Dress up in colors again. Shine again. That is how you unwind, Don't carry burdens of the year so much. If someone injured you in your heart or in your soul, the way to gain power again is to forgive. Difficult as it is, let it go. They don't deserve your energy. Just let it go. Let them go. Forgive. Don't even go into revenge. No. It is time for you to unwind. Let them go. Just shut them in that door behind. Let it go. You don't have time for that again. This is time for you to celebrate. I had someone say that Kenya is a nation of young people. Yes, and so many people are young, It is time for you to, the majority of Kenyans are young. How wonderful it is to be young and to be in love with your country. How wonderful it is to be young and in love with your family, in love with your country. It doesn't matter the difficulties that you've seen in your nation. It doesn't matter the difficulties that you've seen in your family or in your job. The fact still remains you are young and you are in love with your family and with your talent and with your skill. You are in love with what you have to do. You have a place to dream. There is an opportunity for you to dream. Who has taken away your power for dreaming? Because dreaming is free. Yeah, that is a place of freedom. Someone may imprison you at any place, but don't be imprisoned at the level of your vision, the inner vision. That place of the inner vision, the place of dreaming. It is time for you to picture again the perfect picture of the year that is ending. What is the perfect picture you have of your holiday? Probably with your children, probably with your spouse, probably with your friends. Yeah, this is an opportunity. I open up this season for you to celebrate. Let it not be a season of sadness. Sadness takes away energy. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. Work hard to lift up the sadness. The sadness is so heavy. The feelings of despair is so heavy. The feelings of sorrow is so heavy. But look here. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope. As long as you can breathe again, there is hope. Do away with that sorrow. It's heavy. Sorry for what you've gone through. That is all I can say. For Kenyans who've lost Raila Amolo Odinga, and the family that has lost Raila Amolo Odinga, and the friendships, and people that have lost either loved ones or friends, it is heavy. I condole with you. But as we come to the end of this year, I open up a chapter for you. Thank God for the lives of the people that went ahead of you. They made their legacy. It is time for you now to regain energy so that you can form a legacy for yourself. You form a legacy for yourself. You are the creator of your story. There is a story that you need to create in this season. I welcome you to get to that place of energy, place of joy, place of peace again. That place where you are at peace with yourself. You're just at peace with who you are. You are at peace, confidence, the confidence on the inside with who you are. At the end of the day, you still remain to be you. Jonah Simba is still here. That is what you need to say. Place your name there. Whether you are Mary, whether you are Irene, like the sign language interpreter, Irene Chebiwot, or you are Jonah Simba like me, or whatever your name is, just say, I am here. It is time for me to unwind for Jonah Simba. It is time for me to unwind for Irene Chebiwot. It is time for me to unwind for your name. Whatever your name is, this season is for you. It is good for you to give yourself reward. Life One thing about life, it gives you a time to reward yourself. Reward yourself, you know. I'm smelling millions in the air on your behalf. I'm smelling time, the opportunity of time. I'm smelling that appetite to be passionate for life, you know, getting around people who value you and celebrate you. I don't know if you've been around loved ones, people who love you genuinely. You know, I'm celebrating you for that. Go around people in this season of energy, this season of celebration. It is not time for you to be around people that throw heavy blankets on you, naysay on you. This is a time for you to look for friends who celebrate you. Go around people. Eat, celebrate as you wind up the year. Why? Because there is time again for you to live your purpose. You are alive for a reason. You know, for those who are in religion, they believe God created them for a reason. So everyone has that opportunity to live their purpose, whatever your purpose is, whatever that spark of life is. Go back to that place again. This is time for you to just think of what is coming. As you wind up the year, there is another year coming. Can you believe it? There is another year coming, you know. There is another year coming. And as you're moving into winding up, start dreaming again. Start picturing the new year that is coming. Don't picture a nation that is in turmoil. Don't picture a family that is broken. Don't picture things ahead of you with fear, because that is a trap. Many a times when we are given an opportunity to visualize tomorrow, we visualize in fear. All of us, sometimes when we are visualizing a new business, we visualize in brokenness, we visualize in lack of money. This is not time for you to visualize in want or in poverty. It is not time for you to visualize in need. It is time for you to take the clean page of this new season of celebration and write the demands, you know, demand it from nature. Did you know that nature is on a mission for you? Can you believe it? Nature is on a mission for our country, Kenya. Nature is not there to reprimand Kenya or reprimand Africa or reprimand, you know. We are not condemned. We are not imprisoned. We are not pushed into always being in war and in strife. No, we are not fashioned for that. We are fashioned for prosperity. Have you ever known that there is prosperity of the soul? And one of the marks of prosperity is happiness. Be happy. Be happy. Who can imprison you in terms of happiness of mind? No one can imprison your mind. No one can put butterflies in your stomach for tomorrow. Feel comfortable. It is time for you to, do you have a chair? Do you have a good chair? I mean, a good chair. One time I visited a certain place and it had one of the best chairs that I've ever sat on. If I'm not wrong, that was State House many years ago during the time of President Moi. I visited State House, and I remember President Moi welcoming us. We were a team of students, you know, from school, and that time we were singing a choir. Interestingly, I was in Cabernet High. If I'm not wrong, I don't know. Irene Chebiot, the sign language interpreter, will say which school she was in, but I'm just suspecting she was in Kapropita Girls. I don't know. She knows the school she was in, but I'm suspecting she was in that school. And we had a joint choir of Cabernet and Kapropita Girls, and I remember we were welcomed by President Moi to State House. And I sat on a chair. Oh my, that chair had the coat of arms. It had the coat of arms, you know, the two lions. That time my eyes were still seeing. I lost my sight while I was in college. But I'm a happy blind man, a very happy blind man, because my inner eyes can see. My inner eyes are not blind. So that time I could see physically. And I remember sitting on that chair. Oh my, I felt like I was in air. And one time I was given a lift on, guess whose vehicle? Raila Amolo Odinga's Land Rover. You know, I sat on that vehicle, and the chair in that Land Rover, I can't forget the feeling. You know, and the chair in State House, I can't forget the feeling. There is something about sitting comfortably in the blessings that nature has given to you. So many blessings. You know, you feel like there is comfort in you being a Kenyan, in you being an African. How wonderful it is to just sit at the table of your family and enjoy that food. It may be sukuma wiki and ugali. It may be fish and ugali. It may be, you know, managu. I'm talking about Kenyan food now. If you're watching internationally, oh my, I wish you understood these foods. People from Rift Valley would take sour milk, mursik, and people from the mountain would take their foods. It is time for you to just enjoy your family, enjoy the season. Be comfortable for your country, for your family, for you. Who can celebrate you? Sometimes it's good for you to spoil yourself. I'm going for a break. If you can afford a glass of juice, just take it. And as we are on break, sip it. If you can afford a glass of wine, take it. You know, pour some wine in some glass, or pour some drink, some Coca-Cola, some Pepsi, some water in some glass as we go for a break. I'm talking about planning to unwind. This is the Treasures of Life show. See you after the break.